Good evening, students. Once again, we will be discussing about matrices. In the previous video, we have discussed about what is a matrix, the introduction to matrix, and then we discussed about order of the matrix and address of every element of the given matrix, right? Today we will discuss different types of matrices. Since this is the matrix, and according to the definition of matrix, if you remember, what is the matrix? It is a rectangular array of the data, and the data can be any real number or can be any real function in this class 12 that we will be discussing, right? So here we will discuss different types of matrices. So let me take one simple example. If you remember, when we are writing the matrix and A matrix, any elements aij is there, and the order of the matrix is given by m by n. That means m is the number of rows, n is the number of columns. Okay, now the first type of the matrix that we will discuss, it is the row matrix. What is the row matrix? Row matrix means it has a, it will be like this. There is only one row, right? Row matrix, if A is the matrix and it is having only one row, and the number of columns no doubt can be many. So if I have here A11, it will be A12 up to so on the last, I can say it will be A1n. When the matrix is having only one row, it will be called row matrix. And on the other side, if the matrix is having only one column, that means B11, B21, B31 up to so on, if I say B1, BM1, right? If this matrix is there which is having only one column and the number of rows can be any, then this will be called column matrix. So the matrix with one row is called a row matrix, a matrix with one column is called column matrix, and always it will remain a rectangle only. For example, what is the measurement or what are the dimensions of this rectangle? That the dimensions are 1 by n. And what are the dimensions of this rectangle? Here the dimensions are m by 1, right? Because it is rectangle. If you just consider any rectangle, we know rectangle will always have length and breadth. So here when m and n, both length and breadth both are different, it is a rectangle only. And what will happen if length is equals to breadth? In other words, if I consider the same thing, or if I take that thing in the matrices part, what will happen if the number of rows is equal to number of columns? That means if I consider this matrix, what is happening here? It is having A11, A12, then A21, A22. How many rows are there in this matrix now? This is the first row, this is the second row. Two rows are there. And how many columns are there? One column and two columns, and there are two columns. Now the number of rows and number of columns are equal. It means this matrix has become now square. Okay, so there is the third type, that is square matrix. So in the square matrix, what will happen? The number of rows will be equal to number of columns, right? So three types we have done: row matrix, only one row; column matrix, there is only one column; square matrix, when the number of rows equals to number of columns. So in class 12 we will be discussing the square matrix with order 2 by 2, and the other square matrix that we will discuss, it will be of order 3 by 3. Above that we will not discuss in class 12. No doubt there are others also of higher order, but in class 12 we will discuss till order 3 by 3, right? Now since it is a square, and definitely it will have the diagonal also, but in the matrices we have only one diagonal. So the elements which are like a11, a22, a33, these elements are called diagonal elements, right? These elements will be called diagonal elements of the square matrix. And here what are the diagonal elements? 1 1 2 2. There is no 3 3 element because it is not of order 3 by 3. So this side, this will be called the diagonal. This is not the diagonal of the square matrix, only this side will be considered as the diagonal. 1 1 2 2, and if 3 by 3 determinant matrix is there, then a33 element will be called the diagonal element, right? So the diagonal elements will be when all ai, that means when I is equals to j, all those elements where the address we have I equals to j, that means 1 1 2 2 3 3, and if it is 4 by 4 matrix, the next diagonal element will be a4 4. So remember this thing, we will have this diagonal, other diagonal is not there in the square matrix. Clear? After the square matrix, we have another matrix that is called diagonal matrix. Now, what is the diagonal matrix? Diagonal matrix will be that matrix, if I consider here 3 by 3 matrix, I have only the elements on the diagonal. On the diagonal, only elements are there, and all non-diagonal elements will be 0. Right? All the non-diagonal elements are 0, only diagonal we have the elements. Such matrix will be called diagonal matrix. Clear? Remember, non-diagonal elements are 0, on the diagonal only we have elements, that will be called diagonal matrix. Under this we have further, the next will be scalar matrix. Now what is scalar matrix? When on the diagonal we have same element, for example here also a, here also a, here also a, these non-diagonal elements are 0. That means a11, a22, a33 elements are all equal. a12, a13, a21, a23, a31, a32, all these non-diagonal elements are 0, then it will be called scalar matrix. And the next will be identity matrix. Now what is identity matrix? Identity matrix means on the diagonal I have 1, 1 and 1. Once again all the non-diagonal elements are 0, then this matrix will be called identity matrix, right? And this identity matrix is always represented by capital I. Clear? So this identity matrix is represented by capital I, and if I take this identity matrix in the order 2 by 2, then it will be 1 0 0 1. This is also identity matrix. Here the order is 2 by 2 and here the order is 3 by 3. So this is the type identity matrix. It comes under the diagonal matrix only. Then scalar matrix we have, right? Diagonal matrix where on the diagonal we have elements. Scalar matrix, all the diagonal elements are similar, non-diagonal elements are 0. And then identity matrix, on the diagonal we have 1 1 1, non-diagonal elements are 0, it will be called identity matrix. And if I have this matrix, this is 0, this is 0 0 and 0, then this will be called 0 matrix. All the elements are 0, it will be called 0 matrix. This is of 2 by 2. Similarly, I can write 3 by 3 also, 0 0 0 0 0 0, and third row also 0. So this is the 0 matrix of order 3, right? And 0 matrix is also known as null matrix or 0 matrix. We call it as null matrix also, we call it as 0 matrix also. Any one name can be used for this thing, right? So this is all about different types of matrices. Now the next thing that we will discuss is when two matrices are equal. If A and B are two matrices, right? These two are the matrices. When these two matrices are equal, A will be equals to B if and only if, right? First thing, their orders are same. Their orders are same. Orders are same means if A is a matrix of order 2 by 2, then B also should be of order 2 by 2. If A is of order 3 by 3, B should be also of order 3, right? And second thing, the corresponding elements also should be similar, also should be same. What does it mean now? For example, let us take A is the 1 2 4 minus 8 7, let us say. B is a matrix 1 2 4 7. We have C, another matrix minus 1, 2, 4, minus 7. And we have one more matrix D. It is 1, 2, 4, minus 7. Now these four matrices are given. No doubt all these four matrices are of the same order, right? So I can say the matrices are equal. No, we cannot, because the second condition is equally important. What is the second condition? The corresponding elements also should be same. Now corresponding elements means first element should be equal to the first element of this matrix, second should be equal to second, this element should be equal to this element, and this element should be equal to this. But here this is minus 7, we have here only plus 7. So from these four matrices, which two matrices are equal? A and D matrices are equal. That's it, right? So, and the word if and only if is coming. What does it mean? If I have any two matrices given and their corresponding elements are equal, then what I will say? The matrices are equal. Or if it is given the other way, like it is given that the matrices are equal, and from here if I say A and B are equal, or if I say A and B are equal, here I am writing some x, then the value of x can be asked. If they say A is equals to B, what is x? So all these elements are equal, so the value of x will be minus 7. So both way it can work because of this word if and only if. Clear? So this is all about different types of matrices, and if the matrices are, when the matrices are equal, we have these two conditions based upon which we can do the sums, right? So I hope now you can complete your exercise 5, this 3.1, I think, yeah, third chapter, 3.1 exercise you can complete now, and the next exercise we will discuss in the next video. Okay.